The New York Vendée Les Sables d'Olonne is approaching its climax. Charlie Dallin's expected to arrive late tonight and make his way up the legendary channel into Les Sables early on Sunday morning. Meanwhile, ashore, it's a special day for the official opening of the race village. It's World Oceans Day in Les Sables d'Olonne. Along with NGO Surf Rider Foundation, we're using our passion for sailing to raise awareness of the environment and the oceans amongst children here. Ocean protection organisations, the Water Family, Flocon à la Vague, Surf Rider Foundation and the French Institute for Ocean Science were raising awareness of water conservation. Meanwhile, with the wind behind him, Boris Herrmann continues his descent towards France, where he's expected on Sunday afternoon. The battle for third place will be between Jérémy Bayou, Thomas Rouillon and Sébastien Simon, who lead the group of boats who'd gone furthest south. Their windward climb along the Iberian Peninsula. For the moment, I'm doing well. Thomas is still around 40 miles downwind of me, and Sébastien is also around 40 and 50 miles behind. I can't wait for this to be over. We're approaching the high with a big reaching leg to the finish, which will be great fun. We're heading north, with Portugal to our east and the Azores to the west. Finally, the group of boats in the middle of the course continued their slow climb upwind through the Azores anticyclone.
So relatively sedate speeds coming in here. As I say, was doing 23, 24 knots over the course of this final afternoon of this race. Massif Santé Prévoyance, this Verdier design boat, which was launched in last year. Much more of an all-rounder, as considered to be by many of his contemporaries. More of an all-rounder than the Sam Manward boats under the Fino Conch Antoine Koch designs. And some say that was or has been the key to getting away through the low pressure trough back on that critical between last Sunday and last Monday. This little low pressure trough was moving eastwards at round about the same speed as the fleet, and Boris and Charlie were most to the north, and both of them broke through, and really big breakaway, big escape for them. Boris, for those of you who've been watching the race, went up to the far north. Charlie very much stuck to the middle ground, and just sailed a confident middle ground course. Sailing the percentages, never really troubled. At one point it looked like Boris would be a threat, but of course Boris unfortunately got stuck in the north of the high pressure area. It was about 36 hours, slowed right down all the time. Charlie moving towards the finish line. So Boris is expected second tomorrow afternoon. ET around about 1400 hours or thereabouts local time here in Les Sables. So Charlie was fourth on that outward race. Had a technical problem just at a key moment really in the one low pressure system. He and Johan Richomme were negotiating the just north of the centre, and Charlie had some problems, technical problem with his rudder, had to slow down, and Johan escaped there and went on to win that race. So meantime, the battle for the podium is continuing down to the south, where the race winner for 2016, Jérémy Bayou, is leading that little group. Linda. So getting close to the finish line, this famous Noosh Sood finish line, which is the line for the Vendée Globe. And then, unfortunately, the tidal situation here is that he'll only come in after 4 o'clock in the morning. So the plan is that Charlie will come into the channel tomorrow at 9 o'clock Sunday morning. And I'm sure he'll be afforded a big warm welcome into the historic, the famous channel of Les Sables d'Olonne.
Arrivée de Massif.
So here we see the finish of Charlie Dallan then approaching the finish line. The lights of Les Sables d'Olonne twinkling in the background.
11h44 minutes 30 secondes. Je répète, arrivée de
So
Massif.
it goes across the line at
11h44
11:44 local time here. 11:44 and 30 seconds. Charlie Dallan wins the New York Vendée. His first ever solo transatlantic win. First to finish the Vendée Globe in 2021. First in the Vendée Arctic in 2022, but this is a real triumph for the sailor who grew up in Le Havre, surrounded every second year by the big boats and the skippers of the Transat Jacques Vabre. So a big win for Charlie, particularly, as I say, after, I'm sure, some very tough times for him last autumn and last winter. Once again, as he did on the Vendée Globe, he's really modulated this race beautifully. We did set out from New York, saying in Brooklyn just before the start that this was one he wanted to win and he'd be pushing hard. Ironically, on the outward Transat CIC race, he had said that that was a race that he really had to finish to ensure his qualification for the Vendée Globe, and he did that, and now he has won the New York Vendée. His race team join him, the team from Mer Concept, which manage the Massif sailing program. Big hugs. An important triumph for Charlie and for the team, which is owned and run by François Gabard, the Vendée Globe winner. Charlie's been with the Massif sailing program since 2014. In Le Solitaire, was selected for the Skipper Massif program way back then. So more than 10 years with the Massif, this French insurance giant.